Everybody wants to live in a safe and accepting environment. I wanted to make my school a safer place and to help build our community. I did this by creating a Spectrum Club. A Spectrum Club is basically a guaranteed support network. It's a network of student and teacher allies. So the first step that you have to take is to basically start the club. You have to get the word out. I did this by emailing my entire student body as well as all of the faculty at my school. Or you can do this at an all-school meeting. However you do it, it's just got to be that big, bold first step.
Now, once you create this network, then your school is already a completely different place, because now you basically have this group of people prepared to be allies. And it's important to have teachers as well as students, because teachers can be great helpers, mentors, and advocates in times of need. Now that you have your network, it's basically time to create that desired safe space. And you can do that just within your own club and your own group of people by having private dialogues or events, or you can bring that bigger scale to your entire school community by having public events, public presentations, big announcements, and that's basically a great way to start. And anything worthwhile has always been challenging, and there will be a lot of challenges that you will face throughout this experience. Firstly, starting a club requires a large amount of risk-taking. It can be nerve-wracking to public speak or start a public project in general, but those nerves can be amplified in this situation. Since you are trying to make your community a more accepting place for different groups, starting a club like this is going to open you up as a target for many personal questions and accusations. And secondly, starting the club itself is going to be hard because there may be many people who want to join, but they might be in the same boat and afraid of this public scrutiny. Or they may simply be busy in other excuses. And thirdly, you may have, at some times, a negative response from this club. This negative response could come from administrators, teachers, parents, or peers, which is something that you need to prepare for. Now, while there may be challenges, there are definitely ways to overcome these challenges. And the first thing you have to do is remember why you're doing this. At all times, you have to remember that you're doing this because you want to feel safer in your community and you want others to feel safer and more comfortable being themselves in their own community. And this is really important, and whatever you have to do because of this is definitely worth that outcome. And remember that you're not the only person that has done this. There are many diversity councils, gender equality clubs, and GSAs all around the world. And so there are definitely people close to you that you can find and ask for advice. The third thing I'd say is that there will be people that are going to support you. No matter what, you will not be alone. There's this big fear when starting a club that no one will join, but whether your club is 3 people or 50, there are always going to be people who are willing to fight for a comfortable and safe space. But while people may support you, that doesn't mean they're maybe immediately ready to join this club or join the project. So what you need to do is just put in the work. You need to go up to your friends. You need to go up to people who maybe aren't your friends. Just walk up to everyone in your community and personally ask them to join your project. Convince them that it's worth it. Convince your teachers that it's worth it. One of the things that I did personally is I started my club at a bilingual school in China, and I felt that I didn't have enough Chinese teachers as a part of my support network, and I wanted that for the Chinese students. So what I did is I walked up to every single Chinese faculty member and I asked them to join, and I got about 3, and it was worth it. And that's a really great place to start, is just to put yourself out there and show people why they should join. And like I said, once you've made this step, you've already changed your community. You've already changed the people in your community. There are going to be people in your community who now feel safe because they know that they're not alone, that there are people that are going to support them no matter their gender, orientation, race, or identity. And you've already done that, and you've already made that difference. And that is an amazing place to start. And whatever projects you do and steps you take forward and challenges that you face, the effort is going to be worth it, because as you go on, you're just going to continue to change people's perspectives and people's lives. And this is a great way to change the world. Thank you for listening.